So what usually happens in budgets within the departments, and we have quite a big education budget, we do spend a lot of money on education.
So this is Gillian Keegan, Education Minister, on Sky News, explaining where the money for the teachers' raise has come from.
What usually happens is you have programmes which you estimate either the demand-led forecast or how quickly you're going to deliver them. And what happens in government budgeting is if you don't spend it all, and very often you don't spend it all because you overestimate how quickly you can roll things out, etc., then all that money usually goes back to the Treasury.
This isn't a video about the actual pay rise being offered, but just a quick chance to look at the explanation of where they managed to dig up this money from.
And what's happened in this case, and the Treasury have worked with us to enable us to do that, is they've given us the flexibility to take those anticipated underspends and to move them into teachers' pay. So basically, we've gone through every single line, every single budget, painstakingly.
Do you believe that? What were these other projects in education that came in under budget? So this sounds a little bit like saying they've looked down the back of the sofa and found it there.
I mean, I've worked in business for 30 years. I've done this a lot, and we've gone through and we've anticipated where we will not, we wouldn't meet the forecast, and we will move that into
I've always been
school
consistent.
funding.
I don't see that any good comes out of strike action. I just don't. But I am actually delighted now that we've got to a position where we've agreed, and all 4 teaching unions have accepted, and they'll recommend it. And I just hope the teachers...
Here she is again on Channel 4 News saying that no good comes out of strikes, even though the teachers are now being offered a 6% pay rise that they would never have been offered without striking.
Say yes.
What I mean is an apology from government as much as from teachers for the impact on their education, especially running up to exams.
Now apologise, Gillian, for not finding that money sooner.
Well, my role is to make sure that children have the best education they possibly can, and that's what I spend every day trying to do. You know, there's always issues with that. Obviously, there's issues with recruiting for certain subjects, and I will always do whatever I can to make sure that they have that. And of course, nobody wants to see strikes, and I don't. As I said at the time, I've said all along, I do not think strike action really adds anything either to children's education or to patients' health.
Although perhaps it's worked in this case, because you've gone up from where you wanted to be.
Yeah, answer that.
Well, I guess we can both walk away knowing that it is more than was offered for this year.
Can you not see? You're totally undermining your initial statement. More on education soon, but in the meantime, why don't you have a look at this video about that twat Piers Morgan?